Bienvenue dans le nouvel âge d'or du cuivre. Cette série de vidéos met en lumière les larges quantités de cuivre utilisées dans les technologies énergétiques génératrices des taux de croissance les plus élevés de notre époque. Il apparaît de plus en plus évident que notre monde abandonnera les combustibles fossiles au cours du 21e siècle au profit des sources d'énergie renouvelables et propres, dont plusieurs utilisent environ 4 fois plus de cuivre. Le marché mondial de l'énergie solaire affiche une croissance rapide. En 2013, 38 gigawatts de panneaux photovoltaïques ont été installés dans le monde, à comparer à 30 gigawatts en 2012, une augmentation de 27 %. La croissance aux États-Unis a été de plus de 40 % et celle au Canada de 37 %. Cette croissance ne montre aucun signe de ralentissement. Le cuivre utilisé dans les systèmes photovoltaïques est estimé à 300 000 tonnes métriques par année.
5 years ago, even the industry leaders would not have been able to predict that we would see another 83% drop in the price of solar panels between 2008 and 2013. And I don't think anyone, including people working in the laboratories in the United States or Canada or in Europe, could have predicted that we would have increased the efficiency from the panels through the conventional technology that we use, those panels that you see on rooftops and in fields, that the efficiencies of those panels would have increased so dramatically over that same period of time. The single biggest driver to change in the electricity field generally is going to be the participation of the individual in actually producing electricity and managing it themselves. And solar electricity is absolutely central to that individual participation. So around the world, we are seeing that every week a new jurisdiction is reaching cost parity for solar. That's to say that solar electricity is begun to be produced as inexpensively as anything else around it.
Interest in residential rooftop solar is definitely growing, and we now have long-term stability, allowing us to continue on a path of steady growth. Well, copper is an important part of solar panel systems, and without it we wouldn't be able to transfer the energy from the panels into the house or into the grid. Copper is now used in small wires that interconnect photovoltaic modules, earthing grids and electrode earth pegs, horizontal plates, naked cables, DC cables that interconnect photovoltaic modules to inverters, AC cables that connect inverters to metering systems and high protection cabinets, high voltage AC cables, communication cables, inverters, power electronics, ribbons, and transformer windings. Financing for homeowners is getting easier, making the microfit program very attractive. The local electric utility buys all the electricity produced by the system. The 20-year contract gives a return on investment of 10 to 14%, so people see their money back in 7 to 9 years, making pure profit for the remaining 11 to 13.
Those projects we hope to do from community financing, from community power bonds that we raise in the community. 5 to 7% on the bond, that would be the interest rate. We would pay a bit of the bond off each year. So far, the 100 people that have joined, that's what they're telling us, that they're interested in taking some of their money and investing it in the community for things that really matter to them. And they want to invest in renewable energy. You know, they feel good about it, they see it in their community. When they walk down the street, they can see the projects that they own a piece of. I think that has a great appeal for people.
I think we're going to see an increased need for copper in the deployment of this very distributed generation future that we have coming. And I think that people who are involved in this sector, in addition to being very sophisticated business people now who are doing big business, I think that they continue to believe when they get up each morning that by participating in the deployment of solar electricity, that they are helping deal with climate change.
L'industrie solaire nord-américaine emploie plus de 150 000 personnes et représente un apport économique d'environ 15 milliards de dollars. Selon les prévisions de Bloomberg, l'industrie de l'énergie renouvelable doublera ou triplera de volume au cours des 15 prochaines années. Il s'agit d'une énergie propre qui utilise beaucoup de cuivre. Elle nous offre également l'un des moyens les plus rapides et les plus économiques d'accroître notre capacité de production d'électricité. L'énergie solaire photovoltaïque. Un autre exemple de réussite de l'âge d'or du cuivre. Le marché mondial de l'énergie solaire affiche une croissance rapide. En 2013, 38 gigawatts de panneaux photovoltaïques ont été installés dans le monde, à comparer à 30 gigawatts en 2012, une augmentation de 27 %. La croissance aux États-Unis a été de plus de 40 % et celle au Canada de 37 %. Cette croissance ne montre aucun signe de ralentissement. Le cuivre utilisé dans les systèmes photovoltaïques est estimé à 300 000 tonnes métriques par année.